Running out of gas on a motorcycle sucks, and so does paying an arm and a leg every time you have to fill up at the pump. And what about how long you can make it on that tank before you have to visit the gas station? These are just a few of the problems that beginner riders face when trying to pick out their very first motorcycle. So in this video, I'm not only going to show you the 10 best commuter motorcycles for beginners in 2025, but I'm also going to reveal which ones are my favorites and the number one option on the list that I recommend to all my students when they take the beginner riding course. And believe me, that's a lot of recommendations because I've been a motorcycle safety instructor for several years, teaching thousands of people how to ride motorcycles safely. And now I'm here to help you. Starting off at number 10 on the list is the Royal Enfield Meteor 350. This classic styled bike offers a comfortable and smooth ride, making it an excellent choice for beginners. I've personally ridden this bike and it's very smooth to operate and very easy to control, especially for beginners. It is a smidgen taller and does have a little bit of extra weight compared to something like a Honda Rebel 300. But if you can get a good handle on the basics and learn to be smooth on your throttle, it feels like a hot knife through butter when you're cruising down the road. Next up on the list at number 9 is the Suzuki SV650. Known for its reliability and versatility, the Suzuki SV650 is a great option for new riders who want a bike that can handle various riding conditions. If you've ever been a beginner motorcycle rider and asked the question, which bike should I get to start on, you've probably had a lot of people tell you the Suzuki SV650. As far as the ergonomics go, it's kind of like a crossbreed between a cruiser and a sport bike, giving you that sport bike look, but allowing you to sit in a more upright, standard seating posture. This is a very comfortable and cool bike, and you should definitely check one out if you haven't already. Coming up next on the list at number 8 is the Yamaha MT-03. A lightweight and agile bike, the Yamaha MT-03 is perfect for beginners looking for a fun and easy to handle commuter motorcycle. Now, this is the MT-03, so consider that kind of like the 300 class in equivalency to the Meteor, Rebels, stuff of that nature. This is going to be a very small, lightweight, and easily flickable bike that beginners love when it comes to learning handling and how to maneuver a bike in small parking lot situations without worrying about dropping a big, heavy machine. Plus, all these Yamaha MT models are newer, so they come with all the latest features. Next on the list at number 7 is the Harley-Davidson Street Glide. A popular choice for commuters, the Street Glide is light on its feet and responsive, making it easy to navigate through traffic as you commute your way around town. Harley-Davidsons are pretty cool. Next up in the number 6 spot is the BMW R1250 RS. Ideal for high-speed road work and commuting, the BMW R1250 RS offers comfort, power, and efficiency. Now, this is going to be a much bigger and more powerful bike compared to the others on the list so far, so keep that in mind. If you've already taken a few courses and have been riding for a few years, this might be one to consider, especially if you have a longer commute on the highway. Coming up next is number 5, but before we get into that, I want to ask you a favor. If you haven't already heard, one of our family's cats named Jojo is in need of some medical assistance. There's a link to a GoFundMe fundraiser down in the description below. If you have the means or want to show your support, please consider donating. And if you don't, then please consider sharing the link with anybody else you know on social media. Help spread the word and get it around. We appreciate anything you can do to help, and every single donation makes a difference. Even if everyone watching this video only donated $1, it would go a long way as far as getting JoJo the help she needs. Thank you. Jumping back into the list at number 5 is the Indian Scout 60. This American cruiser is perfect for beginners, offering a powerful yet manageable ride. Next on the list at number 4 is the Ducati Scrambler 800. Despite being a premium motorcycle, the Ducati Scrambler 800 is great for beginners looking for a stylish and capable commuter bike. Now, this is another one that's going to have a little bit more power at that 800 class compared to something like a 500 or a 300. But you can't really go wrong when it comes to Ducatis. Coming in at number 3 on the list is the Kawasaki KLX 300, a versatile bike that performs well both on and off-road. The KLX 300 is beginner-friendly and affordable. Now, this is a really cool option if you have any dirt riding experience or you have a desire to not only ride on the street, but go off-road, maybe do some camping trips as well. This KLX 300 will get you where you want to go without having too much power to scare away beginners. Taking the number 2 spot on the list is another Kawasaki, the Kawasaki Z500. This sporty bike offers balanced ergonomics and performance, making it suitable for commuting, sport riding, and even touring. These Z500s are really cool, especially if you want to do some longer distance road trips. It's a slight step away from something like a ZX6R, which is more of that aggressive, lean forward stance. This thing sits you more upright and allows you to be a little bit more comfortable on those long distance commutes, while still giving you plenty of power to get around. And taking the number one spot on the list is my personal favorite, the Honda Rebel 300 or 500. Known for its low seat height, great ergonomics, and beginner-friendly platform, the Honda Rebel is a versatile choice for new riders. Whether you're going with the 300 model or the 500, I highly recommend this bike for beginner motorcycle riders. I've personally ridden both the 300 and the 500, and they're both super smooth, easy to operate, and very, very beginner friendly. In fact, many of the students I've taught over the years have ridden on the 300 model for their very first bike, never having touched a motorcycle before, and they've done very well and raved about how much fun the bike was. And for those of you who know Instructor Val, she has owned a Honda Rebel 500 for many years now and absolutely loves it. Her bike is so fun, smooth, and easy to operate that when my back hurts too much for the 636, I'm always trying to steal her bike to go for a ride. And one of the coolest things about the 300 compared to the 500 is that it's the exact same frame and size of bike. The only difference comes with the size of the motor. So if you take a training course somewhere and you get to ride a Honda Rebel 300 and you absolutely love it, but you're worried you might grow out of it, then maybe consider going out and getting yourself the Honda Rebel 500, which offers plenty of torque and power to satisfy those needs for speed while also being very beginner friendly. If you haven't already guessed, the Honda Rebels are the ones I recommend to pretty much every single student that I teach. Somebody takes a class and asks me, hey, what bike should I start on? Honda Rebel. Somebody catches me out on the street and asks me, hey, what bike should I start on? Honda Rebel. Whether it's the 300 or the 500 is up to you. If you're on the smaller side and very timid and scared about riding motorcycles, then the 300 is probably a great place to start. If you've taken a class, gotten a little bit of familiarity with the basics and fundamentals, have some skills dialed in, and think you can handle a little bit more power, then go for that 500 model. Whichever one you choose, just know I'm not recommending a Turbo Hayabusa for your first bike. So what do you think? Did any of the options on this list sound good to you? Smash that like button if you like any of the bikes in particular, and leave which one you love in the comments down below. Or maybe we forgot your favorite bike on the list. Let us know in the comments so we can include it in the next video. Or maybe you even think one of the bikes mentioned in this video is a terrible idea for beginners to start on. Let us know in the comments. But what if you're not sure about any of these options and you're still getting started trying to figure out how to get going with motorcycles, how to ride safely, and what to do for your very first bike? If you want to do off-road, commuting, touring, racing, are motorcycles even safe? That's a great question to ask, and if it's one you've had on your mind, then watch this video next to learn if motorcycles are safer than cars in 2025. Yeah.